The EU is considering regulation that could threaten the profitability of Apple's App Store, among other things, and other tech stocks. CNBC Steve Kovac joins us now. I don't know, Steve. I just was thinking about the EU is definitely ahead of us in regulation. They're very innovative there. It's just that they aren't very innovative in creating great tech companies. It's kind of weird, isn't it? They're really good at regulating the great things we come up with over here. But what's the last thing they developed? The SAP? Should I look at it that way? Are they jealous?
Well, Joe, Congress people here are looking at it that way. In fact, they asked the EU to go a little easier on the tech companies in this law. It's going above and beyond even what's going on in Congress right now. And let's just talk about what this Digital Markets Act can do, Joe. It gives broad authority to EU regulators to say, look, this company has a 75 billion euro market cap. All right, they're a gatekeeper now, and we can start dumping on these regulations that we've been talking about for the last few years. In Apple's case, that means allowing you to install software from the internet directly to your phone. And Apple tells me, hey, that's a huge security risk. We need to work through that. In Amazon's case, if you search for a product, Amazon wouldn't be able to kind of promote their own products above other third-party stuff that they sell. And it just goes on and on and on. The big one consumers are probably going to be the most impacted by is the messaging stuff. So, for example, it would allow this interoperability between your iMessage and Facebook Messenger. And that's just going to be a technical mess to achieve for these tech companies. And the EU wants this in place by October, Joe.
Yeah, kind of interesting. I mean, the things that we talk about here, and we spend a lot of time in Washington talking about what to do with big tech. What are the differences? What do we, for example, think about antitrust over in Europe. They protect other companies and the employees of other companies instead of consumers. They do a lot of things. Is bass backwards better than ass backwards? I guess it is, right? That's why we say bass backwards. So
that's exactly why we say it. Yep.
So you don't have to say ass.
Yeah.
But it definitely more draconian steps being over there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you might remember a few months ago when Facebook dropped below its $600 billion market cap, and we're like, oh my God, this is the level that our legislators have set for considering these antitrust rules.
Right.
And here's the thing. If this goes into effect, and everyone's expecting it will, maybe not as soon as October as the EU would have you believe, these are such big changes that they're going to have to do it globally. If you want to rewind the clock back to 2018 when the privacy law, GDPR, went in the EU, they had to change their apps, all websites, including CNBC.com. We had to change how we do it across the world. And I can totally see that happening here because these are such fundamental changes to the way these big tech platforms work. They're just going to have to do it globally.